Good morning, team. Good morning, sir. Mr. Minister, thank you so much for inviting us today. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Audrey Drake, and I'll be chairing this meeting, so I'll be the Madam Chair, and I'll be introducing the team to you. This is our team, the head board members here at Telone. So I'm going to be introducing the team to you, sir. Sitting to my left is our CEO. Well, first and foremost, we call each other using first name basis, yeah? So yeah, it's easier and it's more, there's some more next to it. So sitting to my left is our CEO, is Dr. Telone. Yes, and there to your left is our head of operations, that's Mr. Norris Elias. And this is our head of ICT operations. This is Dr. Brevson. We call him Bravo or Brevson, that's his name. Right. So team, this is our Minister Tarira. He's the recently elected Minister of ICT. Thank you so much, sir, for welcoming us here. Thank you for being, we'd like to congratulate you for winning. Congratulations, sir, and we hope to be working together in the best way possible.
Well, as the newly appointed Minister in the ICT industry, I'd like to thank you all and thank everyone for joining me in this meeting. It's quite unfortunate we couldn't manage to hold this meeting with all the other key players in this industry. I just thought if I have this meeting with the leaders in this industry, that will be great. So today, as we all know what is on our agenda, first we'll be talking about the types of telecommunications medias that we have here in Zimbabwe and the challenges and the opportunities that may arise in trying to transform the telecommunications networks in Zimbabwe in moving towards the vision 2030. So basically, you can start sharing the types of medias that we have here in Zimbabwe.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We understand what you need to know. So with the telecommunications media, I'm going to be handing it over to our head of ICT operations, Mr. Bravo. He's the one that is more versed with that. He's the IT guy here. So he's going to help you with that, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Minister, for calling me. It's a great honor. So I'll be discussing about the telecommunication media that we have in Zimbabwe and that are compatible for our environment. So we have the fiber optic, we have the wireless communication, we have the satellite system, we also have the landline system, which is a little bit traditional, but it's still working in Zimbabwe. Those are the main telecommunication media that we have. So I will start discussing about the fiber optic. The fiber optic is the system that allows So we have the fiber optic system. The fiber optic system carries signals very fast. It uses high-speed cables to carry the signals. We also have the wireless communication, which is very common these days, and it has been made so easy and very fast to communicate, to transmit data through the introduction of the 5G system. It has been evolving evolved from 3G, 4G, right now we have 3G, and this wireless communication system is a good one. It allows data to be transferred so fast. So we also have the satellite system. The satellite system allows us to communicate The satellite systems allows data to be transferred through the use of satellite dishes. These are artificial satellite dishes. We have the dishes which are here on Earth. We have this Earth segment, then we also have the space segment. So in this system, the satellites which are on Earth will emit signals to the satellite which is on space. Then it will amplify the signals and transfer them to satellites on the Earth. That's how the satellite system works. Then finally we have the landline system. As I said, it's so traditional, but it's still working here. This one, I think we all know those landlines system we have, they have wires along the roads. You can see them, they transmit data, but they are so slow. And the system is very traditional. It requires a lot of cabling and stuff, so that's it. That's the system that we have.
I'd like to thank Revson for sharing the types of telecoms that we have here in Zimbabwe. So as we all know that time is moving and we are moving toward the Vision 2030, which states that Zimbabwe is to become a middle-income state by 2030. Well, as you all know, there are some changes and we need to adapt to new technologies, launching new products from our side. So all of this, we have to create some opportunities that will benefit all of us as a country. So I was just wondering if you have come up with opportunities that we may explore in trying to transform the telecommunications networks here in Zimbabwe in line to reach the Vision 2030.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. So the opportunities, that's definitely an area that we had looked at, and this is going to be presented to you by our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Chiwanziro. He's the one that's going to be telling you all of the opportunities that we are probably going to be benefiting from this engagement.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. And I would like also to thank you, Mr. Minister, for making time with us. So first and foremost, I think we have all watched the digital transformation of this world, whereby we have seen the world grow when it comes to ICT industry. Basically, I think we all have witnessed the growth of artificial intelligence and also the growth of the cybersecurity sector. So we have many opportunities that we can make use of as Tier 1 Zimbabwe. And firstly, I think as a country, we are far much backward when it comes to infrastructure. So firstly, what we may want from you, Mr. Minister, maybe infrastructure investment, whereby we are just trying to be anywhere in the world. A recent example is of Starlink. Starlink is a technology that has been developed by Elon Musk with his company. We have witnessed the growth of Starlink. Yeah, by the way, Starlink is like a service provider. It provides internet, and so mainly it originated from the United States. But we have watched it grow. Right now, it has reached other points of Africa. We have seen Uganda, Kenya, South Africa. And why can't Zimbabwe try to adopt the Starlink? Why can't Zimbabwe try to move with the digital world? Why can't Zimbabwe try to move with what's happening? Right? I think we are all together on this one. And secondly, we can talk about private and public network partnerships, whereby we can say the private sector, like our players in the private sector, should partner up with what? The players in the public sector, right? So is to right. By the way, all these things, we are moving towards the Vision 2030 of our country, right? The Vision 2030 is just providing better life for the people of Zimbabwe, right? So basically we are saying Econet this is just an example. I'm not saying this is what they're supposed to do, right? Econet, and maybe partner with us, since we are just a parastatal, and they partner with us in a way to provide a better life for the Zimbabwe, and providing a better internet, provide a better ICT services for the people of Zimbabwe. How about that?
It's very good. It's a good point.
And also, we can talk about skill development and capacity building. So basically here, Mr. Minister, we are saying, let's try to invest like in the human capital. Let's try to invest in those children, these kids who are still in college. Invest in their skills. Then their skills are going to be are going to be on our advantage tomorrow, right? Teach them how this digital world is working. Teach them how the world is transforming digitally, and I think in 10, 15 years time, you will begin to see the return on investment of those kids, right? A typical example is we're already doing that in Tier 1. I think you've heard of Tier 1 Center for Learning. Yeah, we are offering very, very dynamic programs there that are competent with the world we are in right now. We have in 2019 we have introduced various programs after we deduced that most of our programs that we were offering they were becoming incompetent with the moving with this world. So we introduced programs such as data science, cyber security, and also software engineering. And also, I think we should all not forget about e-government services, right? So in e-government services, we are just saying, no, in this ICT industry that we are in, let's provide services that will make the government services easier. And how about that? So recently, I think in Zimbabwe is adopting that system, those systems, but we are moving at a lower pace. The judiciary system, they recently developed their system, which is called ICMS, which is basically an integrated electronic case management system, whereby all the cases are stored in electronic form, thereby providing a better service for the people of Zimbabwe. And also, I think we should all talk about the digital economic growth, right? Digitally, as you all know, digital transformation now constitutes to the gross domestic product of the country. So we should all try to invest digitally so that Zimbabwe should be an upper class economy by 2030. And I think as to add on, there's a hot topic in which a very, very interesting topic nowadays, which is the fate of AI. And we have seen many countries, they are making use of AI. Why can Zimbabwe adopt artificial intelligence? And make it work for us, not work against us. Adopt artificial intelligence to make it work for us, not against us. With this, Mr. Minister, that's what I hear for now. I think maybe we'll talk when this is all over.
Thank you so much, Mr. CEO. Mr. Minister, that was our CEO. He's very much well versed on the opportunities that we're going to be having in this major. So basically, what he said is there's need for infrastructural development. In fact, all of these telecommunications medias that we have in trying to achieve our Vision 2030, these are the opportunities that we're going to be enjoying. So infrastructural development, he's also mentioned about skill development, mainly targeting our youth, the kids in college. We already have our own school here at Telone, which everyone knows of. He's mentioned so many things, e-government services, digital economic growth, which will also apply to our it will lead to the exponential growth of our national GDP. But basically, he has told us to harness the power of AI, artificial intelligence, here in Zimbabwe, because we are trying to move with the digital world as well. We're tired of lagging back every time, so we want that, Mr. Minister. So those are the opportunities for you, sir. If there's anything else to that, please share.
I would like to thank the CEO of Tier 1 I'm so grateful for all these opportunities that we foresee that can benefit all of us as a country. I've come to understand you have a clear and better vision for the country. So, in trying to harness artificial intelligence here in Zimbabwe, we might, and all other opportunities that we have shared, there might be some challenges, some roadblocks in all trying to achieve this. I was just wondering if you have foreseen some of the challenges that may arise that need us to be prepared ahead of time so that we may move smoothly toward the Vision 2030.
We hear you, Mr. Minister. We had also looked at the challenges. We've been very much prepared. Okay, so the challenges are going to be presented to you by our head of operations, Mr. Elias. He's the one that's going to be telling you much more about it. And it's very true. Every rose wishes its own thorns. It's not going to be easy. We have been told of the opportunities, which sounds so sweet, but it's going to be a bumpy ride. So he's going to enlighten you more on these bumps that we're going to be facing before we reach 2030. Yes, over to you, Mr. Elias.
In this spectrum of all these points that have been elucidated here, I would like to just give a succinct overview and an insight into what challenges we might face in trying to implement all these new ICT telecommunication mediums that we intend to venture into in the bid, with the aim to achieve our Vision 2030. So the challenge that we might face in all these opportunities that our CEO has elucidated earlier is we can have the problem of limited infrastructure development. When I say limited infrastructure development, we are talking about we have limited resources to reach the whole country of Zimbabwe. When we talk about places like Banda, Bumba, because we are more centralized in Harare, when we talk about what our telecommunication media, if we talk about something like telephone will need a lot of poles, we will need wires. So we need wires that can reach as far as Banda. We need wires that can reach as far as Bumba. So that will cost us billions of dollars. For now, with resource constraints. So having done a cost value analysis, we saw that we have limited resources. We have limited resources to set up the necessary infrastructure that we need to access all these telecommunication medium. Even if it becomes wireless communication, we will need access points, we will need points of access, we need boosters, cell towers. So in establishing those, it may cost us thousands of dollars. And from our analysis, we cannot set up as much for everyone to access for now, so that we remain competitive and in the global market. So as we move on, another problem is affordability and accessibility. When we're talking about affordability and accessibility, we're looking at our citizens in Zimbabwe. If they can afford cannot afford our telecommunication medium like the fiber optic. It's very expensive. It's one of our latest technologies that came recently. So it's very expensive to set up the fiber optic. It's a cable that has to be run some kilometers. So it's very costly per meter, this cable, to run it. So our citizens, most of them, they cannot afford it. They would rather go for other substitutes to this fiber optic. Despite all the advantages that are offered by the fiber optic, it's a recent technology. It is very fast in transmitting our signals as we want to be upgraded in our communications. It's very fast, but it's expensive. So most of our citizens will not, and our clients will not be able to afford it. That's one of the problems. And accessibility, when we talk about people in the remote areas of Zimbabwe, they will not be able to access it because we will need to run kilometers and kilometers of fiber optic. and that can cost us millions of dollars. So that's another challenge that we can face in implementing these electronic medium, telecommunication medium. So, and we have another problem in the rural areas, the problem of connectivity. When we try to introduce our telecommunication medium and even the latest technology that we have in the rural areas, we have a problem with connectivity, mainly because of a few cell towers. Usually the cell towers, we set up the cell towers and with the contract with other companies like Econet, the other service providers. So we have a problem with connectivity. We have few cell towers in the rural areas. So connectivity, we have a problem with connectivity and accessing the internet, especially if we are using something like satellite. It needs high connectivity. It needs high networks that we have today, like we said with the 3G. We need some 4G to access the internet. And another problem that we may face is cybersecurity threat. The more we introduce new telecommunication medium, the more we introduce these new technologies, the more prone we are to attack. Because most of our information systems is going to be online. So the more we are prone to cyber attacks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elias, for the challenges that you've given us, Mr. Minister. The date has been laid on the table for you. The challenges that we're going to be facing, these are the bumps that we're going to be facing. But like any other good thing, it's not good until it faces something bumpy to it, is it? So he's mentioned of limited infrastructure expansion, cybersecurity threats, rural connectivity, which might be a problem because we've been having that issue for ages. But we are here, we're having this discussion to fix that isn't, and affordability and accessibility as well throughout Zimbabwe. But the main issue on knowing the challenges is so that we know how to maneuver, is it? So as we continue to work together, I'm sure that is not going to be a problem. So I hand over back to you, Mr. Minister. This is all that we have for you.
Yeah, thank you, Tier 1 team. We had a great discussion and an eye-catching discussion. I would like to thank you for sharing with me the media that we have, the opportunities and the challenges that may arise in trying to transform the telecommunications networks in line with the Vision 2030. I would like to thank you once again, and I guess this is not the last meeting that we had. We are going to have a main of the meetings that will put us on top of the game in achieving the Vision 2030. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.